Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Luis Suarez! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Luis Suarez. Costa Curta attempts a clearance. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Nedved, and he's being shifted off it.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And here's Griezmann.
That's good defensive concentration. They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Griezmann clearly looking the key component now.
Mbappe! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Milan were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Luis Suarez has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying his best to... Oh, he's been caught napping! And here's Mbappe. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And smartly reclaimed. Rodri. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's picked out the run. He's found the way through. And he can clear it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Petit.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How would you review the first half?
It's been all left field, and while the supply has been decent, it's bringing no reward, so this needs a different approach.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been...
And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. he goes! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Nedved. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckenbauer with the clearance. Mbappe, and he's lost it. Mbappe! And yes, it's there! The breakthrough strike.
The attendance for
Suarez
this match
very
was
cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, you can't...
And the finish! Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And he was quick to react. Mbappe proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Chiellini gets over and intercepts. And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rodri could move up a gear here. Kimmich. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Milan can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Looking for the runner. He's cut it out. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Well, there's no...
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling
Hello,
this lot.
everybody, and
Without a
welcome
doubt,
to
it is the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That's a sharp pass. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Goalkeeper's ball. Conte.
Kubo.
Really fierce, close defending. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rodri. Rodri puts his foot on the gas. Oh, important interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar. Forwards and with intent. Kubo. That is good alertness. Tchouaméni makes the interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez! It's loose now, and they were always... Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Long ball looking to counter. Couldn't squeeze it through. Deftly away.
Kubo.
Now it's Neymar.
A lot of space here, a real...
He's one-on-one! And the shot! He's delivered all right! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open...
Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Rivaldo. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And we hit half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to...
And the shot! It's there! They are right back in business.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that has added a whole... Tries a shot! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class. Real class.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things... It's Luis Suarez! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here. And
could be danger here! Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good
The
intentions.
attendance for this match was 72,306.
Griezmann. Luis Suarez.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
you know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Van Dijk clears. Kubo is wide and looking to get onto this. Suarez has created one goal already. Plays a sharp little ball here. Tchouaméni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, good-looking ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Saliba, Conte, well-timed, excellent interception. Kubo. Look at the space here. Neymar gets flagged offside. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, good ball! Has a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
And it's Griezmann. Rivaldo. Kubo. He's got space, now the finish! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Played back in. Oh, good ball, shots. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Costa Curta cuts it out. And it's Griezmann.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Chiellini. Petit. And the pass is intercepted. Rivaldo. No, that's been intercepted. And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it
and
is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Referee's given a throw. And he's managed to get rid. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Mbappe. Pires.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And they've got rid. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Havertz. Oh, this is a very good run. Corner. And we have our very first corner. Griezmann pulls short. Great hit! He's scored!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
That looks a cracking ball. It's Luis Suarez! And he hits the net! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter.
And the finish! It's in!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pires. Lovely feet. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Well timed, excellent interception. Petit. He has found the way through. Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's had it taken off him. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Mbappe! And that should get the job done.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Marquinhos cuts out the pass.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Fiddles it through. Oh, no joy this time. Pires. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1.
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
No reported change to either side during the break. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to get it clear. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He could be in here. Conte. Marquinhos. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
That is a great pick out. He's found a way through. Can he put it away?
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
That'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Griezmann. Mbappe. Number 17.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Haaland.
Field,
And he was alert to it.
Guti. Number 15, Del Piero. Number 33.
That'll be a throw.
Zaire Emery. Substitution.
Now it's Haaland.
And it's Rashford. Danger averted for now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Perez. And he's intervened well there. And he's there to belt it away.
Gently done. Makaleli. Looking tidy in possession here. And he's straight offside.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Substitution on the field. Number 29.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Chiellini. Coming on the field. Number 18. De Bruyne. Number 2. Adams. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
Perez. And here's Muller. And that's that.
Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Luis Suarez claiming the Man of the Match award.
And there is very little room for argument.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Haaland finds himself offside.
And he's managed to get rid. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Jordi Alba. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That's going to go a long way. Jordi Alba has been caught there, it's a foul. Now the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Koundé clears.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Haaland. He can get that clear. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Luis Suarez. And here's Mbappe. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that was very necessary. Quality ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Jordi Alba. And he's intervened well there. Fiddles it through. Adams gets it away. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And the pass is intercepted. He's looking to set free a runner. Deftly away. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Back into the middle. Guti. Luis Suarez. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh, he's taken it. Played back. Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Sneijder. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here, much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Adams with the clearance. And here's Suarez. Griezmann is there to clear.
72,306.
Guti. Luis Suarez. Tries a shot! It's fallen loose again! It's in! The breakthrough strike!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Jordi Alba, gently done.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And now they can clear their lines. And they've got rid. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, super find. He has found the way through. And it's Guti. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That is good alertness. Adams makes the interception. And he thumps it clear.
Substitution on the field. Mbappe. Number 17. Emmanuel Petit. Number 14.
And he can clear it
Guti.
away.
Number 9. Griezmann.
Just eases him
Number
off the
3,
ball.
Chiellini. Coming on the field. Number 11.
Messi.
Neymar.
That looks a good ball through.
Beckham.
Well, the idea was a good one.
De
The
Bruyne.
execution of it, not
Number
quite
10.
so.
Yeah, the
Messi.
idea was right.
Number
The delivery
2,
wasn't. They can
Adams.
revisit that further on.
Substitutions taking place. 2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them. They upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they
And now,
deserved.
Please turn towards the screen.
That's it
a
for tonight's
special
match, so it just
presentation
remains for me to
featuring
thank Jim
our guest
Beglin alongside me
performers today.
and to wish you all a very good evening.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody, and
Without a
welcome
doubt, it
to
is the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collection.
Oh, shooting chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
And we have our very first corner.
Defending of the desperate chance to finish. Danger averted for now. He's having a hit!
Sporting would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Adams with the clearance. And he's managed to get rid.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's beat Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. Szoboszlai.
He's tried one! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Fabian Ruiz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Dinks one through. Now that's well seen too. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Mbappe. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Mbappe has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Luis Suarez. And they've got rid. Deftly away. But they've got it again. Oh, the shot could be on here. And he's there to get it away. And that has been knocked clear. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Back into the middle. Oblak deals with it effortlessly. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
De Bruyne.
And he cuts out the supply.
Fabian Ruiz.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Sporting clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And there's the end of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness, so I'm sure the ball...
He rises! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
And he thumps it clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Szoboszlai gets it away. And he's taking no chances there. Pass is coming off in quick.
Now the finish! Really well taken goal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Goal! After 57 minutes is Kylian Mbappe.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He can get that clear. Nicked it back promptly.
The attendance for this match was
60 minutes played.
71,649.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Done delicately.
Cleared away.
Adams promptly onto that, and that is that.
And the ball's a good one. Can he finish? They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Just eases him off the ball. Griezmann.
Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Costa Curta.
Looking for the run.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe.
And that is a little undercooked. Pass is just off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And the pass is intercepted.
Conte. Belletti.
Sporting finding their passes.
Guardiola. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
On the field. Number 20. Fabian Ruiz.
Sporting can make their change now with a break in play.
Coming on the field. Number 9.
4 extra minutes added on.
Number 22.
That pass has been well intercepted.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Griezmann. So what can they make of this?
That is a great pick out.
Great position here.
Belletti.
And that will be it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration.
A really satisfying day's work.
De Bruyne voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening.
And so we reach a fork in the road.
Hello, everybody,
Fortunes
and
can
welcome to
turn either
today's
way
match.
from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
And the pass is intercepted. That is good alertness. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
And it's De Bruyne.
Now there's a...
Can he finish?
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here.
It's a great ball. Now it's De Bruyne.
Bellingham.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Oh, played right into his path.
Griezmann.
And he's intervened well there.
Guti. Guti.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's really well manoeuvred. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass.
Rodri.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Vinicius Junior!
And the first half is done. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game.
Hits one!
Oh, he hit that sweetly. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Guti. Looking for options for movement. Hoisted in.
Vinicius Junior.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left hand. He's had a hit! And it's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
The attendance
Well, he
for this
got rid
match
because
was
he was under pressure.
71,550.
Vinicius Junior. He could be in here. Vinicius Junior. It's a quick ball upfield. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. That's a sharp pass. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Over to the left.
Pretty robust defending.
Zaire Emery. And it's Luis Suarez. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good take in a good area.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Costa Curta. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, that's well spotted. Seaman. And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. He can get that clear. Gives it back. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Deftly away. Zaire Emery.
1 minute added time.
No, again there's no way through. And that is as far as it goes. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.